Start with the visiting Saints as you take a look at some of these names from Siena and a little bit of the familiarity inside the state of New York. And our standout yesterday was Greta Stiad. But who stood out to you aside from a couple of the names that we've talked about earlier?
Well, we already talked about Wonder. She did an excellent job. I also think that Megan Johnson, the setter, did a good job.
Both teams running a 6-2 formation, which means that you'll have attackers at all times. You won't have to deal with a setter holding you back up there in that front row. And so for Siena, they start off with this setter, numbers 12, Megan Johnson out of Fairport, New York. She had 12 assists last night with a dig and an ace. She'll team up with the freshman Claire Isaacson as Wyoming pairs up with the freshman Peyton Chamberlain, and then either Abby Olson or Kira Slavic. We'll keep that a mystery until we find out. As Johnson serves to kick off our second day of this Rumble in the Rockies tournament. And Casey McMahon's swing dug nicely by Stiad in the back middle. Good start for Siena as Sarah right to the opponent's libero in Hallie. Good tip shot by Abby Huffman.
To get a good swing on it, I think she can fire into that even a little bit faster and meet the ball a little bit higher.
Slavic and Chimay come in as Kira's serve is passed nicely to the right side. Emily.
She's just really got to focus in on her serves these next coming weeks.
Good serve from Johnson, the setter, as McMahon from the left is dug by Johnson. Out of system, and Wonder's swing is nice. We've seen Emily Wonder now for
using all that power, but keeping it in the court and putting it on the players.
Good side spin on that one, forces a tough pass to the net, and putting it down nicely is Abby Huffman. Around and avoid a blowout as we get one more look at this swipe. Litica kick on serve receive. To Stiad. Good job swiping the block with her aunt. So a little Badger blood there from Slavic. As Wonder from the right does get over Caruth. Preps Texas High School Player of the Year in 2020. In system to the middle, and Huffman dumps it nicely. So 2 sets in a row now. The Saints start with a 1-0 lead when you're in at Lake High School in Ohio. Good set left side to Stiad, but Gaylor is there. Caruth tries to swipe the block. Out of system to Stiad. Look at this set out of system by Gaylor. Wonder ends the rally.
Job of setting up that block.
Nothing better than the true freshman celebration. As the swing from the back row hits the line. Freshman from Galena, Illinois, Grace Wilhelm serves. Little deep for McMahon. Another dig for Garza, that's number 3. Wonder finds the block. Well, you know, when you see grad transfers, usually they've got experience. Emily Wonder using some volleyball IQ here, really identifying the block of McMahon.
Yeah, showing a lot of leadership. I mean, they know, I'm sure all of the Saints remember that big block from
errors, giving the Cowgirls the lead again. Wow, a great set on a tight pass toward the net. Stiad then tools the block. Talking more about Wonder, too, and head coach Phyllis Ozels told us that it was Megan Johnson, the setter's mom, who identified that Emily Wonder would be a great grab out of Winthrop, and Ozels went and got her, and everyone is happier because of it, as Emily Wonder comes in, only played in 9 of the 16 matches last season for Winthrop, but was named all-conference. Between the 2 matches yesterday, working on her craft, she thought that St. Mary's effort was not up to her standard, as this doink falls for Siena. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, as the Saints, with a quick reaction up front, pull within 2. Walk me through this one. Just Megan Johnson's hand at the right place at the right time. Yesterday, and you know the Cowgirls want that big RPI win against a West Coast Conference foe. Great roll shot down the middle, but a diving dig by Wagner. Collins finds Johnson as the freshman Chamberlain off the top of the tape. And then Peyton Chamberlain is there for the dig. Great punch by Kelly. I think Johnson got away with stepping over the middle line. Won't matter. Oh, McMahon a little deep. Controversial call. There were no challenges. And then in 2016, they enacted the rule that they would have these reviews as Abby Huffman gets a big side out to keep Siena.
Good job incorporating that middle. You see Huffman getting in, good tempo, and just putting that ball away on the Cowgirls' court.
Freshman from Bielsko-Biala, Poland, Sarah Wagner. Good serve down the middle. Great dig by Hallie, the libero. Garza, no, but Johnson is there. A lot of free balls given by Siena, but a bad set gives the Saints the...
It's always tough, and as a freshman, you don't have a lot of time to build that, so definitely to be expected.
Off tempo from Garza, but flying to get to it, Megan Johnson. She's had a great set. Now the setter for Siena is going to...
She can hit deep, she can hit that cut shot. That was almost 10-foot line that she just hit.
Chamberlain, 10 for Slavic. A well-balanced attack on set point. Huffman, oh, what a dig by Geller. No, but it's a legally...
Big block in front of Casey McMahon.
Megan Johnson has been the standout setter today as her serve is handled nicely. Garza a little haphazard with her free ball, and it's demolished right down by Hoffman. Now, how about this? All 3 sets, Siena has led 1 point to none, as you see Hoffman's wide reach. This is the first set that they took a 2-0 lead in. Garza near the net, and too close to the net goes the setting of Abby Olson. But that's an interesting call. It didn't even look like she had jumped yet. She just put her hands up, and the Siena block went over the net.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't above the net, didn't break the plane. She stayed below, and Siena's player knocked it down into her hand, so not sure on that.
Good defense, keeps the ball alive. Look at Siena clicking as Abby Huffman, responsible for 3 of the first 4 points in this 3rd set.
Yeah, and we talked about before how Siena's taken the first point in every single set, and now the first 4 points shows you that they are still here to play. They want this win. They're going to fight to the end and not give up.
It's the Saints' last match of the weekend. Of course, Abby Olson into serve now, into set now, as I mentioned. One of the 2 setters that played a lot in the spring season. As McMahon blocked, it lands in. Siena's dozen or so fans that made the trek from Loudonville, New York, come to their feet, and a 5-0 lead. One more look at a good bump, in fact.
And I think McMahon was trying to use the block on.
Down by 2 in this set. Now 3 as Siena's middle Huffman came to play. 7 kills on 9 swings in the match. 4 of them coming in this set.
Huffman is definitely making an impact here for the Saints. You see her get up. They've had an excellent connection, her and Megan Johnson, this whole weekend.
Yeah, great look from our net cam there. Caruth tries to fling one. It's overpassed and nearly put away. Great look and an amazing get by Stihad. Look at the bump that falls for Wagner. It's been that kind of start to the set for Siena. Who else but Hoffman? Abby Huffman from San Rafael, California, forces Chad Callahan's first time out as we head to break. You see that dump from the back row from Wagner that finds the court. When Abby Huffman is there, as Hallie re-enters the libero, and the replacement for Huffman, the middle Duncan. They seem to be finding a good groove. Take on UCLA, if I remember correctly, in the first round of the tournament. Gorgeous tip by Wonder. It'll spell the afternoon for Chamberlain, it seems, as Slavic comes in. Olsen had come in for Peyton. And a touch on the left side. A decision to not play in a COVID-filled season, but had a big season. Led the team with 180 kills in 2019. And Huffman leading the way here today, 9 kills with 1 error. Siena 2 points away from their first set win of the season. Garza, wide. Was there a touch? Less. She goes off speed. Who else but Wonder? Great dig by Olsen. McMahon? No. Good dig. Close to the net. And Wonder able to get it in front of Caruth. That point, Gaylor to serve. In the system are the Saints. Close to the net. Put down by Huffman. So again, these